So, witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with your lip?
Names? We don't use names. The final face is for the likes of us.
Okay, you don't have a name? Oh, we're just free and easy. Say what we like, live where we wanna live. Okay.
Give them all vacant stairs. They walk down Fresno and spin a few words into a verse for them.
What? A vacant stare as they walk down Fresno? Spin a few words into a verse? Oh my god, don't tell me he's been fired from the bus company? Not bus, the carriage company. That's... oh god, I feel so sorry for him.
Would I be right in assuming that all three of you make your living by selling wares on the street?
Hey, everyone calls me gossip. I say jaunty little tidbits for the passers-by, you know. Jaunty little tidbits.
Got an absolute smasher for you, sir. Right up your grinnle, that is. 6 pence is the price and not a penny less.
Ooh, 6 pence. Wait, you're actually trying to sell it to me now?
Oh, come on, sir. Don't tell me you're not interested.
Try the man. Give him the money and see what it is. Excuse me? You give him the money.
Pay the man, counsel.
What, judge? Alright, 6 pence it is.
You won't regret it, sir. Now look at your listening ears on.
Wait, do I have to pay him every time I need a witness statement from him? That's not fair.
That between us, a young couple of Slade Street have just had twins.
His name is Gossip? How is this even relevant to the case, witness? Is that it?
No, it's gossip, isn't it? It wasn't to spread, but that bit's up to you and your mouth, of course. I've got more, you know. When it does a juicy one, 6 pence a piece it is if you're curious.
I am curious, yes, about what's going on just under that fat bottom lip. Namely that unusual bruise or whatever it is that's poking out from under your collar. Oh. What about the next witness then? What name do you go by and what do you sell? Me? I'm Venus. That's what everyone calls me. Funny, innit? Oh, I sell these lovely little fireworks or the local school kids. Don't... 6 pence a pop, what you say? You're burning money right now. What are you doing? You weren't exaggerating with little. Do they actually sell? Oh yeah, the second years can't get enough of my Venus firecrackers. Especially when I tell them that if they get 100, they could blow up the school.
Not the most savory of ideas, young lady.
What do you say then, eh? Wanna part with 6 pence for a pop? Or 1,000 to blow up the whole courthouse? Oh wait, what? You want me to buy one? Tell you what, I'll let you in a little secret. If you get 100 of them, you could blow up the whole courtroom. Try the woman. Give her the money and see if she's right. You want me to buy 100 now?
Pay the woman, counsel.
Judge. Alright, I'll buy one. My money. Lovely stuff, right then. This is something a bit extra just for you. The Venus special, only 600 pence. 600 pence? With 600 pence I could buy 100 of those small ones. 600? It's 100 of my regular fireworks, nothing little about that, is there? Oh, okay. There'd be nothing little about a punishment if I blew up the Old Bailey either. The Venus special firecracker consisting of 100 smaller fireworks at 6 pence each. Okay. It can make a bang, is that it? Holy crap. That's a hint. That's a hint. Have you had an idea, Mr. Naruhodo? You're staring at the end of the string of fireworks. Sorry, it's just that it's the Venus special. I was wondering what 600 pence worth of fireworks would sound like. Shall we find out? What? I don't have that kind of money. She said it could blow up the courtroom. Who was that? Alright, that was a fairly sizable bang. Did I really pay 600? Did I really waste 600 pence for that? My ears are still ringing, Mr. Naruhodo. And did I just destroy the evidence here? So I need to pay another 600 to get the evidence back? It sounded almost exactly like... Goes off like a gunshot. Oh boy, my money. And the last witness, what name do you go by and what do you sell?
I'm a thinker, me. Think all sorts of thoughts. I think, therefore I am. I am, therefore I think. Because I stand there on the street watching the world go on about me, they call me the observator.
Observator?
Well, I got over it, old man. Everyone calls you Sandwich and you know it.
So, you don't actually sell anything?
Problem, Machette, is a problem halved, as they say. I give advice, I do, and think what it means.
Hot action? What does it say? Hot... actual... item? Okay.
I don't actually sell anything. No, come to think of it.
Pity. No more purchases today, please.
Well, we have quite a cost here, it seems.
They conduct their business on Fresno Street from morning until night, my lord. And always in the same place, directly adjacent to the crime scene.
I see, and thus they heard a gunshot, I suppose.
Not only that, but they were very bravely ran inside to see what was going on and witnessed the crime.
I be begging, I thought, just between us.
Venus de Milo, what am I to do? What a terrible thing I saw.
Well, what I think is, we see is light and shadow playing with our eyes. Is any of it real?
Okay.
Very well. The court will hear the formal testimony. Now, you will describe in detail what you witnessed and heard at the time of the incident. We saw the whole thing from start to finish with that. Everything from the moment they went into the building.
It was less than a minute after the Reaper had gone inside that we all heard a big bang.
It seems to me that quick to talk is quick to walk. Gossip couldn't wait to go and see what had happened. I ran into the room and there he was, the Reaper, gun in hand, standing over the dead body.
I was scared half to death, me, so I ran off to find a copper. If these witnesses were there the whole day and saw everything, who did they see going inside the building? Only the victim, Inspector Gregson, and the accused, Baroque Van Zeeks.
I've seen pictures of the Reaper in the paper. I know what he looks like. And just between us, folk love stories like that. I've made myself a tidy sum already.
But wait, the room was just one of several flats in the building. Someone from another flat could have done it. All those flats on Fresno Street are unoccupied.
Bleh. Course they are. They're more damn dirty and expensive to boot.
The room in which the inspector was found is the only property in the building that's currently leased. And we know the leaseholder's name, don't we? It's Hugh Boone.
The testimony of the court has just heard would appear to leave little room for doubt. It's becoming increasingly difficult to see how anyone other than the defendant could have committed the crime.
No. Thank you for your candor, my lord.
Counsel for the defense, you may proceed.
Yes, my lord. In a closed court like this without a jury, the judge is the only person whose opinion matters. I have to break down this testimony. Somehow. You saw the whole thing from start to finish. You all heard a big bang? Gossip couldn't wait to go and see what had happened. Okay, I can't find any inconsistencies right now. So, what do you mean by you saw the whole thing?
Hold it!
When you say they, who do you mean exactly? Inspector Gregson and the defendant, Lord Van Zeeks?
I suppose so. The likes of us don't know the names of the high and mighty. But I'll tell you one thing, it was the old Reaper that went in last, that's for sure and certain.
Just behind Inspector Gregson, did they arrive at the same time as each other?
No, not at all. The first fella must have gone inside a good 15 minutes before we heard the gunshot.
The victim arrived 15 minutes before, are you sure about that?
Am I sure? But does it seem likely that I'd have forgotten a fella with bright red hair like that, does it?
Yeah, his hair really were red, wasn't it? Rather than my flaming fireworks even.
They're fiery red mobs still, burned on the inside of my eyelids it is.
Wait a minute, you saying the man was a redhead?
When you're listening, chum, he was a redhead. And he had a big trunk with him as well.
What is he doing? But Inspector Gregson's hair isn't red, not by any stretch of the imagination. It seems likely that the person you saw wasn't in fact Inspector Gregson at all, but some other third party. No, I hate to break it to you, but the witnesses are correct. What? Just have a look at this photograph of the victim taken at the scene. Oh my god! It is Inspector Gregson. That's Inspector Gregson, alright. And a red hairpiece. Of course. We saw one on the floor when we investigated, didn't we? I still refuse to believe Inspector Gregson wore a hairpiece, though. So then, why on earth would he have been wearing something like that?
The color does seem to suit the man, one might say. The photograph will be submitted as evidence, please.
And what became of the trunk that the red-headed victim was supposedly carrying? Hold on. Oh god. The blood. Okay, I can't see anything suspicious on this photograph. I was informed that no trunk was found at the scene. So it just disappeared.
Bleh. What do you expect us to have been watching the building every second, do you?
And we definitely saw him in the dark going in though, no question about that. Okay, 15 minutes before Inspector Gregson went in, and then 1 minute. And then 1 minute before the bang. 15 minutes before the bang, Gregson went in, and then 14 minutes passed, and then Reaper went in, then 1 minute passed, and then there was the big bang.
Hold it!
By which presumably you mean the gunshot. I sell these little things, don't I? How would I know what a gunshot sounds like? But I've always thought it probably sounds a bit like this, doesn't it? And you say that you heard the noise almost as soon as you saw the defendant here enter the building? That's right, it was almost straight away. Bang, it went just like that. Hold on. We do have an autopsy report, but... Oh, wait. But weirdly enough, there's no time of death here. Why? Why is there no time of death? Maria Gore, what is happening?
Well, it's a Reaper, isn't he? It's what the French call a fait accompli. When the Reaper's around, people are going off in the ground. I mean, that's what he does, isn't it?
I think we get the message. The Reaper couldn't allow the inspector to live after he discovered his secret hideout. There can be no clearer motive for the crime.
Yes. It's certainly an eminently credible motive.
Great. And at that point, you ran inside, is that correct? Quick to talk is quick to walk. Oh, you mean gossip is quick to talk? And he couldn't wait to go and see what had happened. That's why you're saying he is quick to walk. Okay, I now get it.
Hold it!
So, when Gossip ran to see what had happened, did you go too?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm a bit hampered. See, all the signs are that I can't move very well.
You were way behind, presumably, with that sandwich board around your neck and that big sign in your hand. Oh, that's why he's been called Sandwich. Oh god, poor man, I forgot his name.
What a great burden you bear.
Pardon me for asking, Mr. Sandwich, but is it possible you and I have met before? Oh, come on, Ryunosuke.
I'm not anybody, me. The signs are what make me who I am now. I sign, therefore I am.
So, you weren't employed as an omnibus driver just under a year ago then? I might have been mistaken, but I believe his trembling has intensified, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, I agree. He's clearly been through a lot.
Okay, Henry Street and the Black Widower's Arms is just there.
Oh dear, you've made him hide behind his sign. Life is full of surprises.
I ran into the room and there he was, the Reaper, gun in hand, standing over the dead body. Hold it!
So then, you were the first person to arrive on the scene, is that right?
That I was! Kicked the door open like a professional, I did, and yelled out what's going on here, off here.
Latvanzi exclaims all you heard was a man's scream, though. And was it dark inside the room?
Yeah, no, not dark at all. There were candles burning on the wall.
Uh-oh. Really?
And there was a fella collapsed on the floor. Just between us, it's the first thing I noticed when I got inside.
I see. Even though Lord Van Zieks claims not to have seen any such lights on the wall.
The next thing I noticed was someone standing right beside the body.
The accused, Baroque van Zieks.
That's right, the pale-faced Reaper himself. Well, I was a little shocked, I won't deny it, but I'm no lily-livered coward. I stood my ground and gave the Reaper a cold hard stare myself.
Okay, that's obviously not true.
Excuse me!
And do you have something to add, Mr. Sandwich?
There's really nothing to me, empty in the head. I am just 2 slices with no metal. So I don't know what you could want with me.
I think that maybe you just remembered something. Having heard Mr. Gossip's last statement, I mean.
What I think is we are all nothings really. We try to dress up ourselves up as something else, but at the end of the day, we're all just street sellers. That's enough of you, Sandwich. Keep your trap shut now. Unless you want us to make you into a real sandwich?
Uh-oh. No threatening in the courtroom, please.
Whoa, wait, he's on the Reaper. He fell clean over on his backside.
That's it.
Oh, you rotten beggar! I told you to keep that a secret. He did screamed and so scrambled off on all fours. That's what I wanted to say.
Mr. Gossip, is this true?
The floor was that slippery, that's why. I branded my hand in a filthy pool of blood, didn't I? Yuck!
What? A pool of blood?
But listen here, even when I was sprawled on the floor, I still kept giving that Reaper a cold hard stare, and don't you forget it.
Let's just go back a little. Did you say you got blood on your hand?
I did, it happens to the best of us at times, doesn't it? So I was scared, so I slipped over. We can keep it just between us, can we?
Hold on, were you the one who made that handprint on the notice board? How would this even happen? He was on all fours, so the notice board was upside down? What? No, Mr. Gossip, I'm going to have to ask you to add that information to your formal testimony.
Oh, if I must.
The witness will amend his testimony.
Kazuma already knows where this is going, doesn't he?
I slipped over and got blood on my hand, so I quickly wiped it off on the floor.
Wiped it off on the floor. Okay, so the notice board was like lying on the floor. Maybe. You wiped it off on the floor? Talk about a contradiction right here. But it could be that the notice board was just lying on the floor when they came in. Like this.
Objection!
So you wiped off the blood from your hand on the floor of the room? Are you quite sure about that?
Well, what else do you expect me to have done, eh? Does it really matter?
Objection!
The police found no such handprint on the floor during their investigations. What exactly is the defense asserting?
Objection!
If you listen, you'll find out. Prosecutor Asugi? Yeah, exactly. Why are you interrupting me? Certainly, there was no bloody handprint found on the floor. What are you trying to say? There was a handprint in blood left very clearly at the scene. On the back of this notice board.
Oh yes, indeed. Indisputably a handprint in a distinctive color of blood.
Are you dead right? That's my right hand. I'd know it anywhere.
Okay, so what is this?
Objection!
What does this mean? The witness very definitely testified that he wiped his hand on the floor. Any handprints on the back of the board are irrelevant.
Objection!
Not if the board itself had fallen over onto the floor. In that case, it's quite possible for the witness's handprint to have ended up there. Just look at the floor plan of the room. The notice board was in the opposite corner of the room to the victim and in an upright position, even if it had somehow been toppled and was lying on the floor at the time. It would have been a considerable distance from the body.
I fell over when I came across the body. So I was basically right next to the corpse, not on the other side of the room.
In other words, the defense's assertion is contradictory. Yes, it is. There's a very definite contradiction here, for which there must be a reason.
I take it that you formulated the proper hypothesis, counsel. Regarding this apparent discrepancy...
I have, my lord. This discrepancy between the witness's account and the location of the handprint is explained by... the board moving. The real contradiction here is the handprint itself, not where it was found. As the court can see, it's upside down.
Good gracious, so it is. If the witness had put his hand against the board, the finger should be pointing upwards.
What does that tell us? It tells one simple fact. When this handprint was made, the board must have been lying on the floor as I previously suggested, which means that after the incident, it must have been moved. What?
Objection!
You're claiming that somebody moved the notice board after the shooting? Then tell the court who. I can't do that, what? I don't know that yet, but the point is... Bang! I can bang on the table as well, Kazuma. When you consider all the testimony we've heard so far, we can now be very clear on one point.
And that would be...
the position of the notice board at the time of the incident, my lord.
So, counsel, I must ask you to clarify your assertion for the court. At the time of the incident, where do you maintain the notice board was situated?
Yeah, somewhere near the body, of course, right? So Gossip was right next to the corpse. Huh? Isn't this obvious? It must have been here somewhere. Am I overthinking this?
Take that!
This is the only possible location. Oh. What? Okay. What?
Immediately adjacent to the doorway.
Okay, that's not where I pointed at all, but I guess the game was graciously accepting my answer. If the court would think back to the testimony given by the defendant earlier, he said that when he entered the room, it was dark and he couldn't see the body. Bayek! If the notice board had been here, the body would have been completely hidden from view, and the light from the candles would have been blocked, making the room appear darker.
Objection!
But the accused also claims that the victim's body simply appeared before him. That's true. Or, in his precise words, just as I picked the firearm up to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me.
Well, I don't know about calling it a scream, but he was talking about me and no mistake.
But wait a second. I still don't... Wait. So... Lord Van Zieks came here and the board was right here. He didn't see the body, so where was the firearm? Was it like here somewhere? He went over here to pick up the firearm when Gossip came in and... but how did the board fall over?
Cause it was me that kicked the door open.
If you look again at the floor plan, consider what would happen if the door to the room was thrown open with force. Okay, yeah, so the movement of the door toppled it over. That can't. The door struck the notice board, knocking it over and making the victim's body visible. But who moved the board? No one moved the board.
Good gracious.
My client has told nothing but the truth. He has simply described what he saw. But who moved the board?
Order. Counsel, how has this not come to light before now?
After the incident, somebody must have righted the board and moved it into the position where the police, myself, and my colleague saw it when investigating the room. Who would do such a thing?
Witness, what have you to say for yourself?
Well, me, my lord.
You and your fellows were there at the scene before anybody else. It goes without saying that you must know something about the position of the notice board.
The witnesses in the stand will testify again. You will each explain exactly what you did upon arriving at the scene.
Stop looking over your glasses at me. I get the message.